I can just stand up and go, oh my God! Yeah! Oh, let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. Let's do this. What do you think about that? The end. Good video. I was gonna make this video, so I did it. This is a video about what is a good first bike, because I get asked that a lot. I get a lot of private messages about that, especially. People want to know what my opinion is on a good first bike, and that's going to really depend on where you live. And I'm going to try to do my best to answer this in two main parts, because there's the guys that live in Europe with like stage licenses, you know, and I guess you can like pay or something, like not have it. I really don't know exactly how it works, but I'll still try to cover a bit what I think. And there's the guys that live, you know, like in America and places similar, because this is not going to be the same. And a lot of it just has to do with how much more open and big it is out here, where a small CC European bike just would be useless out here, because you have to do like 70 miles an hour all the time. Like, I don't know how people ride scooters around here. You don't see a lot of scooter riders around here because they're dangerous as shit. I've got one I can basically have for free, like right now. Like, I just have to put a top end on it, which for me is not a big deal, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I really want it, because it's still a damn scooter at the end of the day. I mean, look, this is like the roads we have out here. Like, they're all high speed roads. Anyway, let's get on with this. That's what time it is. I get an idea, so I don't make a 45-minute vlog. Okay, for the European guys, a lot of you guys are limited to like a certain CC or horsepower for your first bike. And I don't know all the different models out there and different things like that, because they're not very popular around here. I mean, like, I'm riding this 400cc. Really, dude? I was clearly doing like the speed limit a little more, and I just slowed down like, fucking dumbass. Anyway, look at the stacks on this truck. That's kind of cool. It's useless as fuck, because it kind of takes up like a huge chunk of the bed. His bed is itty bitty now, but that's so cool looking. Anyways, point being, okay, European guys, like I said, yeah, you guys are limited, blah, blah, blah. I don't know all the models, but I'll try to tell you the best I can. Skill zones. Anyway, so, like, I know a good bike, like, for European guys, since you are limited to such a small bike and it's only for a temporary amount of time, I wouldn't go out of your way to buy like a really nice high-end one of those, because you're probably going to get sick of it, or when you're able to upgrade, you're going to upgrade. So I would say, like high-end Aprilias and stuff like that, they're like 125s or whatever, or 50s, whatever you guys are limited to. God, look at me, I'm like slowly speeding up. Everyone is, though. Like, look, we're not out of the school zone yet. Everyone wants to go fast. You gotta have your front out of the school zone. Like this. Anyways, well, so whatever you get, I wouldn't invest a whole ton of money into it, just because like I said, you'll get rid of it. And since it's gonna be something that's your first bike, there are some like supermoto style bikes out there that are like those cheapy ones, you know, are like the lower CC engine ones. Now, if you're going to get a bike that doesn't have a lot of balls, you might as well not get a fake sports bike, because at the end of the day, what are you going to do with that? You know what I'm saying? Like if it doesn't... Oh, there's cops up here. I was just doing a lot of wheelies. Get over. Fuck me, come on. All this damn construction up here. Like something like a supermoto or enduro style bike is something that's very crashable, you gotta remember. This would apply for either Americans or European guys. It's you know, plastics are cheap compared to like sport bike style plastics, which will still run you the same, whether it's a 125 or a high freaking Abusto. It doesn't matter. So you might as well just get one that's cheaper to run, cheaper on your insurance, cheaper to fuel, everything. Like because it's a lighter bike too. That's what I'm saying. It'll be like it's going to do better on fuel mileage, and it's going to be more fun to ride anyway. You're going to have something that's it's going to perform better all around if it weighs a lot less, which you're going to get out of that style bike too. So for me, I would say something along those lines. And for an American person, I would always say, yeah, get a damn supermoto because I think they're cool. But again, yeah, it just depends on your situation. Like I've said before, you can ride this bike daily. It's not going to blow up. It's not going to hurt it. But it's nothing that I'd want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a fun bike to ride like that without good wind protection. And like I'm talking about like highways and shit. No one waves back. Again, yeah, obviously this bike will do it, and most of them will. But like one bike I know a lot of people get for their first bike in America is like an SV650. Those are cheap to come by, cheap to run. They're an all-around pretty good bike. But its construction is a mess. So that's something I would suggest. And yeah, I mean, like my first bike I got was an R6, and that was because I bought one that I found for something I wanted. I didn't know enough about bikes to know whether or not that was a good idea or a bad idea to get that as a first bike. I was just like, hell yeah. Now looking back on it, like, nah, there's there's a lot better ways to go about that. But I'm gonna U-turn here and see if I can't get any air off the intersection. There's a good little peak in it. It might be hard with the traffic up here. Gotta try to time this out just right. Okay, this car has moved. There we go. A little bit. But that's my opinions on it. Just that you don't need something that's super high power, something that would if you are going to get something that's very, very low power, like I've said before, I wouldn't invest a lot into European or American. If you are going to get a bike like that, I mean, in an American standpoint, you might as well get something like this bike right here. You could buy like a DRZ like this is your first bike, and it won't overwhelm you. But it will, I've had this bike for a long time. I'm not going to get rid of this bike. Like, you could just have this bike forever and I'll love it. Fun bike, see? But that's what I think about it. Enough, I don't know. I probably did a really shitty job of covering that, but that's all I really can think of to say. So, yeah.